Eva Longoria is changing Hollywood. Next step, the war. This last year brought two very important Santiagos into S life. There is Santiago. I joke that I had two babies, Longoria laughs. I was pregnant. The former star is the executive producer of. She also She enlisted Brian Tannen, whom she worked with, on which she also executive produced, to serve as creator and showrunner. Together, they came. Longoria knows a thing or two about successfully launching a salacious primetime soap opera from her time 15 years ago on Wisteria Lane. I definitely used. Longoria is in the green room at when we connect on the phone the morning of Grand Hotel's premiere. She's somehow centered in the midst of chaos, passionately talking about inclusivity in Hollywood and the Time's Up initiative's plans for the 2020 election. She was among the women who, in response to the Harvey Weinstein scandal and the Me Too movement, while simultaneously fielding questions from the swarm in the green room about how she wants her makeup done. Multitasking, though, is her perennial mode of operation. She's directed she's warm and funny as we talk, even as a producer nearly pulls the phone from her hand so she doesn't Mississippi her The View entrance. Here are pics of me directing while breastfeeding Santi during filming of Women Multitask. Tinches also had her 3-month-old son on set with her while shooting the pilot. To have that culture, establishing that environment, is what Longoria considers among her most vital roles as a producer and as a person at the top of a production who can open the door for inclusivity. When she was hiring, she hired cinematographer Allison Kelly to be director of photography, who then, as is often the case, hired more women in her department. When it came time, there are women who can do these jobs that are super qualified, so it's not like we're checking a box, Longoria says. We're actually hired. I don't know, she says. That's a good question. On the topic of taking steps in the right direction, we start talking about her work with Time's Up, which is planning to get involved in the upcoming elections. We're actually looking. Inspired by the spate of anti-abortion legislation being produced, one way the group plans to push for policy change is through report cards that grade legislators on their performance on this and other progressive issues. It's in line with we're losing the human element that is happening at the border, she says, while Tinches put in context the impossible feat these mothers are undertaking, walking for months with their children, a newborn on their hip, endeavoring to cross the border. I don't care what's. Her conversation at the View table induces the tonal whiplash. The show is known you and celebrate you for the juiciness of her new series, her son, what she likes about being a bossa, as well as gender parity and the trauma of separating children from their parents at the border. Our discussion unfolds with much of the same which, once upon a time, might have been unexpected when talking with an actress about a sexy summer soap opera about a rich family's secrets in Miami. Longoria couldn't. It's really great to use your platform for good, whether it's as an actor, as a director, as a producer, as a spokesperson, as an activist, she says. For me, it's in pictures this week's celebrity fashion hits and misses photos.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.